This time on One Foot Flipper, I buy a lot of Pokemon stuff. Stay tuned.
One-foot-flipper.
Alright, I'm headed out to do a buy. Well, maybe to do a buy. It depends on if the prices are right. I'm headed out to buy some Pokemon store promotional items and similar. I don't know if I'll be able to show the buyer the negotiations. It depends on the situation. A lot of times the stores get these things and they're not allowed to sell them because of their contract or whatever, but they also aren't able to use them in the store either because they don't have any tournaments for Pokemon, or all their Pokemon stuff is actually sold online, so they just kind of got to get rid of it through the back door. I don't know if it's that situation or not. If it is that situation, then I guess I'll only be showing it after I get it. If it's more of an open buy situation, I'll see if I can film it. Not sure which one it's going to be. If it does end up being a situation where it's more of a backdoor purchase, I will tell you it is not the store I used to work at. There's 50 stores within 50 stores within 20 miles of me, and most all of them know me because of both my YouTube channel and because I'm really the only person who worked in that industry who got their life totally wrecked in the past few years. So it could be any place, so don't try to sleuth it down. Just be nice. I'm hoping there'll be a bunch of posters because I've done well with Pokemon posters in the past, and I've got all those posters plowing into my store right now from ADH Dave, so it would be good for combined shipping for smart customers or viewers. Viewers are generally smarter than other customers are. I've noticed they'll actually buy more than one thing at a time. Other customers seem to think, oh, it's Amazon, and they buy one thing at a time, single purchase. Luckily, the guy messaged me this morning because I had forgotten about the buy. It had gotten pushed off a few times because of various scheduling issues between himself and me both. Either Julie gets sick, then he'd go out of town, then Julie gets sick again. But now we're doing it. And I've been bad about time lately. I showed up to Soda City Flips live an hour late last night because I got confused as the difference between Eastern and Central Time and whether it was forward or back. And I almost missed the thing entirely. Instead, I showed up an hour late. Luckily, it went long, so I still got to be in it for nearly an hour. Got to talk with those guys, but it was pretty packed live too. We had 6 in there. J-Ride was there. Helo's World was there. Soda City Flips was there. I think it's Aussie Grandma and Dragon Master, who I've only ever seen on live, so I haven't not seen his channel, and I might have that name wrong. If I do, I'm sorry about that. My GPS likes to take me the route that I don't like, but since I'm trying to film and drive, I'm just taking the route that it's telling me. You see, it takes me the wrong direction for 3 miles to save about 1 minute, but the GPS always underestimates how long, or overestimates or something, how long it just takes to cut across this commercial area to completely cut that wrong direction off. That's what I normally do when I'm not GPSing it. If this had been the old days, I would just know how to get to this place without using the GPS. But I am now crippled by technology. I only know how to get to the places now that I go to all the time, or every place where I lived when I was a teenager. All those once or twice a year places I no longer remember how to get to. You found that to be true in your own life? I mean, when I was younger, I remember with directions, I drove to Kansas City
stay in the left 3 lanes.
To go to my friend's sister's house. Drove it once with directions. The next year, went again without the directions, and I got there just fine. And it's not like it was 1 turn off the highway either. It was like 15 turns. Now, now I use the GPS to get to my own doctor's office. I checked off a stupid gaming thing last night. I beat the original Final Fantasy 1 for the NES using only a single black mage. I had already done the harder one in the past, which was single white mage, but I had never actually done the single black mage. Now I've checked that off, and I have now done every Final Fantasy 1 single character challenge. Of course, I'm cheating a little bit. I'm playing with an emulator, and I'm saving and loading whenever I want to, and I'm playing at double speed. I can't stand to play those old Nintendo RPGs on an actual system anymore because they just move so slowly. I'm just too impatient for it. Especially the text box in those games. They move like you have a toddler reading speed. So this is Tuesday, and I think Thanksgiving is Thursday, so really going to see if my ornament sales ramp up there. I've got a couple of varieties that haven't sold a single copy this year, which has me kind of worried. I wonder if I've got something wrong with the listings or what. I'm going to have to re-examine those because I'm selling the balloon snowmen really good and the sledding snowmen really good, and the wreath snowmen not selling at all. I've got, I think, 2 different kinds of ball snowmen that are only barely selling, and I think they're just selling because they're the cheapest ones I've got. Oh, and then I've got Santa's camera too, which is Santa's camera is watching, and it says the name of the kid. Those do randomly good or bad each year. It's kind of weird. Kind of wish I could just get people to buy more multiples and lower the prices on them, but I know it doesn't work that way. The people who are going to buy 5 are going to buy 5, whether they're $3 or they're $5. They're just going to buy one for every kid. There's no way to encourage them to buy more. So lowering the prices isn't going to do it. Oh, the police are out. They got somebody on the other side over there. And I'm going 66, so I should be fine. I haven't gotten a speeding ticket since...
Speed check reported ahead on I-270 South.
Oh, thanks, Siri. Siri just told me about the speed check, or whoever the map person is. I'm not sure if I'm on Google or Apple right now. Yeah, my last speeding ticket was when Julie was a baby. And it was in a situation in my little home area where the speed limit was honestly too low for the road. It was like 20 on a road that should have been 30, and it was at the bottom of a hill. And oh man, did I manage to get to 32 rolling down that hill. And that was my last ticket. So one thing that's annoying about this new TV world, where apparently you can see everything at once, is except that you can't. Like, I want to see the new season of Rick and Morty, but apparently having Hulu and every service, you know, whatever service it's supposed to be on, isn't enough. I have to actually see it on broadcast TV with the senior citizens. Are they watching Rick and Morty on broadcast? Who has broadcast TV and is watching Rick and Morty these days? I mean, my parents aren't going to be watching Rick and Morty, so who's watching it? Even my parents finally got rid of broadcast TV. Actually, no, I think they have broadcast TV. They finally got rid of cable. That's more like, who still has cable? Okay, it didn't end up being more of a backdoor deal. See, not for resale. Pokemon demo kits, Pokemon Learn to Play. Got some Pokemon boxes there. There's posters and stuff in here. Once I get it all home and get it unloaded, we'll take a better look at it. Overall, ended up filling up basically the whole back of the Jeep here. Don't have a price for the buy yet because I knew the guy pretty well, and he didn't want to waste his time sitting around while I figured it out. So I get to go home and go through it all and figure it out. And basically the deal is I pay up to 40%. You know, the really good items, I'll pay 40% of what I expect to get on them, and then it'll go down from there. I know it's not 10x my money, but got a whole bunch of stuff in one pickup, and mostly going to be good stuff, and that's going to easily probably end up being a month's worth of sales, if not more. So I'm perfectly happy with it. Also, since sourcing is hard for me in general for me being disabled, I don't mind paying up when it's easy. I don't have to look for it or carry it. I mean, the guy with this deal, he carried it all out of his store, put it all in my Jeep for me, and my wonderful wife and daughter are going to carry it all in, because I could carry it all in. It would be a 2-day process, because I can carry one box at a time, maybe. And I would eventually run out of steam from going up and down my front steps. I can only do so many. I can only walk so much in one day or go up and down those steps so much, especially with my leg fitting so horribly. Come January, I'm going to start the process of getting a new leg that fits properly, and getting a new wheelchair, because my wheelchair is getting pretty long in the tooth as well. Saw at least one lenticular Pokemon poster in there, so those have been really good for me in the past. This one's not quite as big as the ones I've had in the past. Got $100 for them in the past. This one I saw was a little bit smaller, but they're definitely great pieces. I mean, if you've got a Pokemon friend, this could be the centerpiece of their room. Because what lenticular is usually you see it in a sports card, or a trading card. It's where you turn it and you see different things depending on what angle you're looking at it. And Pokemon has posters that do that. I mean, they're calling it a poster, but it's really made out of hard plastic, so it's basically like a gigantic, plastic trading card. And they're kind of hard to ship because I got to put about 6 layers of cardboard on either side of them to get them there safely, but it's still worth it. Also, doing this buy will let me get some more expenses on my books before the end of the year, which I'm really looking to do. I kind of wish this buy hadn't happened on Tuesday, though. I both didn't I have a video that I wanted to put out this morning, but as of last night, I slacked off and I didn't create the thumbnail. So thus, I haven't uploaded the video that I got up and realized, oh, I had to do this. So my video is either going to come out tomorrow or later in the afternoon. I tend to do better with morning releases, I found, so I guess it'll come out tomorrow morning, but that'll be a week or two in the past to you guys at this point, so you're not going to care. You already saw it or you already ignored it at this point. Also, Tuesday mornings are already pretty special for me. That's when I listen to Trash to Cash podcast. Hate to admit that that's sometimes the height of my week, but sometimes it is. Depends on whether or not they make fun of me. If they make fun of me, it's the height of my week. If they don't, still a decent point. Alright, let's do a few sales. Today was slow enough that I might have actually just skipped shipping. It's a Tuesday, but Thursday is Thanksgiving, so my stuff has to leave here tomorrow morning, so I shipped even though I only have 6 orders. Sold this Warhammer Wraithlord, missing one arm, $26.99. 4 pieces of train track, $16. These are actually very annoying to ship because they're just larger than every possible thing that I would want to put them in. So I'm always just trying to come up with a solution for them. Sold 2 custom balloon snowman ornaments. Got them in my store. Get them now. 5 other varieties available. A St. Louis Cardinals stock car, all of $4.70 plus shipping. And only had $6 shipping too. Which it'll probably cost me $6.40 to ship, and then eBay took their, I could have thrown that car in the trash and it would have been better. And not much better than that. Steppenwolf 7, $3.13, and Emerson, Lake and Palmer, $2.14. When I get some time soon, I'm going to be consolidating a lot of my $2 and $3 records into lots. Hopefully that'll make them more worth packing up. Alright, that's all I got for now. Alright, it's Thanksgiving. We're not actually celebrating till tomorrow, so I'm doing a little work here. I was happily surprised to see, I was watching 2 old guys reselling podcast, and to see my face up on the screen there on Caleb's monitor, that made me pretty happy. And Chris is wondering why I haven't done a video about where he is. Really, it's just because I have no details yet, and my guess is rodeo announcer, and I know that's probably not right. So I want a little bit of a detail about what he's doing before I make a video about it. Let's look at some of the Pokemon stuff from the big Pokemon haul, shall we? Alright, I got a total of 8 of these store totem standees. Wouldn't these look great in your kid's bedroom or your game room, your Pokemon lair? I got 2 each of 4 different varieties. Then I've got this whole table full of stuff. This is all store promo items, not things you can buy in stores. Puzzles, promo cards, posters, dice, more posters, stickers. There's a store open and close sign there. All sorts of other stuff. Store window stickers. I've got more store advertising giant stickers there. The larger items are going to be for sale individually. Then I'm going to make Christmas variety packs of the smaller items that'll each have like dice, Pokemon dice, and stickers, and cards, and tokens, and all sorts of things. Probably going to have about a $20 price point. Perfect gift for the kids. Hopefully I'll have some of those ready to show off by the end of the video. Now I'm going to get back to work. Can't believe I forgot one of the coolest things here. I think I have 3 of these Pokemon Scarlet Violet lenticular posters. These are plastic, and as you see, it's different angle, changes the picture. Then the back is just single photo. These come with hangers, so you can hang them up from the ceiling, so they'll kind of move around on their own with the wind. Only got 3 of these. These are hard to get. These are not going to be a $5 item. I'm going to price them at market, but they're definitely cool and can really make a room. Okay, it looks like I've got the Pokemon Christmas bundles put together. They're going to be at a $25 price point. I'm going to put a big picture of them up here, big picture here up on the screen. Here's what you get. You get 20 random holo cards, 80 random non-holo cards, and both of these are heavily seeded with rares. It is not just a bunch of commons, because I bought a large amount of bulk rare of Pokemon, so there's lots of rares in there. You get a poster / book cover, a 5-position activity log, 4 sheets of promo stickers, 12 seasons of League Challenge cards, 1 sheet of tokens, trainer pass, a Pokemon 151 luggage tag, a lenticular bookmark. Lenticular means it changes pictures as you look at a different angle. A Pokemon pen, 2 sealed mini decks, 2 small deck boxes, 2 cardboard Ditto tokens, a dice / token bags, 1 promo dice, a small table standee, and a Pokemon League card. And if you put your reviewer, I'll stick a little bonus in. Maybe I'll give you a Christmas ornament. Maybe I'll give you some more Pokemon cards. Maybe I'll give you a Death Pile monster. Could be anything. Just put viewer sale in when you buy. All right, thanks. All right, everybody, I think that's about all I've got for today. If you know anybody who loves Pokemon or anybody who doesn't like it, why don't you tell them about my channel? Till then, hope to see you again soon.